One. My name is Dr. Hamisi Koteali. I'm a chiropractor and a physiotherapist. And today I'm going to be your guest anchor. Jimmy Rugami is a semi-retired DJ and is 60 with an enviable collection of music on his wheel, acquired over 30 years. He sells the records out of a small store inside a busy meat market here in Nairobi. He does not have many customers, but they come from all over the world, searching from his unique trove of music, which spans the greatest of Africa's raw 70s. When Africa glares like benga, soukous, and disco ruled the air dance floors, and as Ville enjoys a reveal, Jim says he knew he was on something all along.
I'm picking some.
In the 80s, James Rugami was the DJ who played an electric mix of music spanning from local benga and Swahili pop to Congolese dance and Afro-Cuban classics with a touch of Lionel Richie. Jimmy, now in his 60s, doesn't play the disco scene anymore, but since 1989, he has collected a disc record collection that would be the envy of any music enthusiast. He now spends his days here surrounded by rows and columns of old records bought or traded from far locations across Africa that he got to by car, by bus and by boat to places like Zanzibar, which he says had the best jazz.
I couldn't stop collecting records. For some reason, I was always perturbed by piracy, and I always hated anything that is not original. As you know, vinyl is the most original way of playing music. So I kept on buying and buying everywhere. Every time I found records, I couldn't resist the urge of buying.
Nairobi used to be East Africa's entertainment hotspots. International record labels such as Polygram and EMI signs bands from Kenya, Tanzania and the former Zaire, such as Orchestra Virunga and Simba Wanyika. State-of-the-art recording studios and an album press located on the outskirts of Nairobi released diverse genres of music, the most characteristic pop sound being from Western Kenya and the Congolese rumba sound of the 70s known as soukous. But most of the major record labels closed shop as Kenya's economy struggled in the 90s and training and rehearsal spaces became inadequate. Recording studios and mastering facilities moved to South Africa.
As you can see today, all music shops are kind of closed. It's because of technology which we can't fight. Because you guys only download music from the internet and you don't buy anymore.
Jimmy can go on a whole week with just one customer, but he says he doesn't really care about the money. There are young album lovers that have become Jimmy's good friends, and he still DJs at family events, sometimes at schools, sharing his history in music with the young and old.
Natumiaga hii record ya zamani ya Sony. Ndio. Napenda sana kutumia hizi santuri za zamani. Yes. Maana nasipenda sana. Najienjoy mambo ya zamani. Yes.
Jimmy says he is excited by the rekindling of love for old music and sound, especially among the youth. In fact, global sales of album records have reached their highest level for 20 years and could be on track to return to the glory days of the long player in the late 1980s. A lot of Jimmy's friends and family thought he was crazy when he spent all his savings on records in 1986. But 30 years later, having educated his 6 children through his business, he says it has been worth every minute of ridicule.
I have been labeled insane by lots of folks because of sticking to vinyl. Some even come back much later and tell me, oh, I think whatever you're doing is cool. The same people who could say, what's wrong with this man? What's this? Is keeping crap and we are going ahead. Well, I'm also in digital, so I'm relevant.
Jimmy's stall, number 570, is hidden away in a popular meat market where only those that are looking will find him. He also restores and sells vintage record players. Fans of albums say it offers a richer sound than its digital successors, despite the occasional crackles caused by scratches or dust on the records. Trix Ingado, KTN News, Nairobi.